Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
What makes us exceptional is our allegiance to an idea articulated in a declaration made more than 2 centuries ago.
You know the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit. Unbelievable, unremarkable shit.
Today, we continue a never-ending journey to bridge the meaning of those words with the realities of our time. And for more than 200 years, we have. But we have always understood that when times change, so must we. That fidelity to our founding principles requires new responses to new challenges. Now, more than ever, we must do these things together.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
Do you guys want to do this pod, or do you want to do a different pod where we reminisce about doing this pod?
I think probably do this pod.
How many fucking flashbacks are in this movie?
Oh, no. Oh
flashbacks and metal music. I've had enough.
Man.
I've had enough.
Well, Zach, without the metal music, how would you know that there's a fight scene about to happen?
How would I know that Mad Max is coming through? I don't know. I guess I would just have to use my fucking eyes.
Well, was it a fight that was happening right now, or did it happen earlier?
Or is it a fight that someone else saw and was being related to you?
How do you have that perspective?
Well, I wasn't there, but I heard.
This is what I heard.
We're going to get to it, but the part where she's telling them what Statham told her, which is what the guys told him.
What?
Yep.
That's a game of goddamn telephone.
That's Inception.
It's a lot of things. I got a lot of notes about it. I can't wait to talk about it.
I yell a lot in my notes.
No, that's true. I hit a pretty interesting point.
I don't ever want to fucking see Jason Statham with hair again.
Oh my God. How terrifying was that?
It was awful. I don't respect him anymore.
Should we talk about how Jade wanted Jason Statham to play him in a movie?
Jalen Brunson should play Jade in a movie.
But in the flashbacks, it could be Jason Statham.
Yes. Yeah. Jalen Brunson and Jade Hoyer are the same person.
Your picks have been horrible, man.
It's the point. That's the point of the show.
Isn't it?
Isn't it? It's possible. I don't understand what this podcast is about.
Poppycock.
It's a fuck house. On a weekly basis, we are consuming more concentrated bad movies than probably anybody in the history of mankind.
Poppycock.
What story? What story? What are you talking about?
Do you want lunch?
I have yet to laugh in this movie. I'll just tell you that.
You picked it, motherfucker. So just remember that.
You know the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit. Unbelievable, unremarkable shit.
I was legitimately offended.
You were offended?
I was offended.
I didn't know you could get offended.
I was offended.
This did it.
If I were gay, I wouldn't be offended.
They're fucking making shit up, Amin.
Inconsequential detail after inconsequential detail after inconsequential detail.
Bees don't lie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm holding a mic in my hands, and now I'm talking all over.
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's Amin Al-Hassan. That's Anthony Mayes. If you're listening to us anywhere other than Spotify, stop it. Go listen to us on Spotify, the best place to listen to us.
And while you're there, you can vote in the poll.
Yeah.
The Phobe or File, this movie, or you can vote who had the best CT5.
Yeah.
Amin won CT5 twins.
How?
With 51.7% of the votes.
How?
Because of those goddamn wolves or whatever the fuck.
That's not why.
Because I didn't go with Ed the Chimp and a guy who's never actually appeared on Cinephobe.
Oh, John Taffer has never been on Cinephobe? Liar. He's on more than I am.
Do you stand on that?
I'm standing on Taffer. What does that mean?
Oh,
I'm upset that you brought that patois into my life because I hadn't seen it.
I'm catching it everywhere. Instagram, Twitter.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
You can also leave a comment like Carmen Chanel on the Assassins episode saying, "Oh no, I was seriously so sad. I wanted to hear the daisy chain. Maze, how could you?"
Thank you, Carmen.
There's your one supporter, Zach.
At least one. If I was a mean, I'd be saying everyone supports me on this.
They do.
Everyone does.
Everyone on the internet.
They do.
He gets 2 replies. He's like, everyone's on my side.
I mean, look, man, I can't help it. The poll just spoke for it. See, the people support me, man. They don't support you, Zach. It's simple.
I thought my sycophants, I thought my little minions were ruining Land of the Lost for you. So which is it?
They did.
But the people don't support me?
No. But those are the people you groomed. All those Discord people, you groomed them.
That's Maze. You've confused white people again.
Combination.
We want reviews. Leave us a review on any platform, comment or otherwise. Make sure you check out CT5 on the feed. In your review, leave your CT5 suggestion, your CT5 list, full profile, whatever you want. Make sure you sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/countthedings, where you get access to all of our Rewatchington live events, also access to the old ones, the future ones, the current ones, the Discord, ad-free episodes, all that and more. How about that? We just did...
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
We did Troll 2 a while back. I know that.
We just did. I don't know.
Now, Zach, I wasn't at that Rewatchington, but I'm told that we did Action Jackson on Monday the 4th. One of our favorite movies we've ever done. There's one more Rewatchington before the end of the year. It's on December 19th. So sign up for the Patreon and come rewatch the next movie with us.
Not this fucking movie. Put me down for a phobe.
Oh,
You have a
no.
submission submitted.
Don't give it away.
Reminder, it needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score.
Wait till we get to the trivia.
Oh, God, no.
This hack.
There it is.
There's one. There's one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did this movie dispel that notion in any way for you guys?
All right, fire up that daisy chain music. We'll go to the truncated daisy chain because Maze sucks. How about that?
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain.
Mike Ryan upheld the law with Judge Dredd. Sylvester Stallone put on his glasses and one hand typed us to assassins. Richard Donner slide tackled us into timeline. Neil McDonough fatly gave us Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Shelley Desai hang glided us into the happy kingdom of Escape from LA. And now Amin is using John Carpenter, his favorite director, for the 2001 action horror sci-fi Ghost of Mars.
Space Western action horror.
Western?
Brand new genre, baby.
Space Western action horror?
Yeah.
No, there's no Western.
It's a mining town.
There's a little movie called Gallowalkers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Western horror. So what we did here is we took that and we tacked on some space and some action.
Well, they're not actually in space. They're on a planet. So that's, not really accurate. So if we watched the movie Blood Diamond, I could be like, well, this is a Western. It's a mining town.
God damn it.
Or is that fucking stupid?
Oh my God, Zach.
That's the only other mine. Oh, Congo. They're mining in Congo. Is that a fucking Western? No. Ghost of Mars stars Natasha Henstridge,
What?
Ice Cube, Pam Grier.
Say that name again?
Natasha Henstridge?
There you go.
I don't know. She's Russian.
Is she?
Her name's Natasha.
That doesn't mean anything.
Ah, they're all Russian. You know her from Species, Maximum Risk, Species 2, The Whole 9 Yards, Bounce, and The Whole 10 Yards.
Ah.
It's from Newfoundland.
Yeah, they got Russians there.
Wait, Newfoundland?
Yeah, not old Finland.
Oh.
Ice Cube, repeat offender from Anaconda.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He's in CB4, Higher Learning, Friday, and the Jump Street franchise.
Also, Torque,
No.
Triple X State of the Union,
Oh, yeah.
That's a real piece of shit.
Lottery Ticket. He's got some options, man.
Future cinephobes abound.
There's a Cube month in the future. Pam, repeat offender from Pluto Nash and Escape from LA.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
We also get Jason Statham, Clea Duvall, and Joanna Cassidy. Statham was in Snatch, The Italian Job, Transporter franchise, Fast and Furious franchise, Crank, and Death Race. Also, Meg 2 which qualifies.
And the Expendables franchise, some of which qualify.
It's amazing it's taken us this long.
He's fresh off of his Guy Ritchie movies, which I still think is the best he's ever been.
Yeah. Snatch is the best movie he's done.
He's good at fighting in like The Transporter. And
he's good in Crank. He's good in The Transporter. He's good in Hobbs and Shaw.
But in terms of talking, it's for sure the Guy Ritchie movies.
Because those are actual movies.
Clea is a repeat offender for Can't Hardly Wait.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
She's in The Faculty, which doesn't qualify. She's All That and Veep. Joanna was in Blade Runner, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
She was also the crazy mom in 6 Feet Under.
Oh, that's right.
Rachel Griffith's mom and Jeremy Sisto.
Richard Citrone, repeat offender from Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. Rosemary Forsyth, repeat offender from Disclosure. Dwayne Davis from Beetlejuice, Necessary Roughness, The Program, and Universal Soldier.
He's a repeat offender for The Great White Hype.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Just about to say that. Lobo Sebastian, repeat offender from Leprechaun 5, In the Hood. Rodney A. Grant, repeat offender from Wild Wild West. Peter Jason, repeat offender from Congo and Escape from L.A. Robert Carradine, repeat offender from Escape from L.A. Marjan Holden from Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, and repeat offender from Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
She was Shiva in the terrible cutaway with the multiple arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Charlotte Cornwell from The Saint and Couples Retreat. The Saint qualifies, by the way.
That Val Kilmer?
Yeah. Elizabeth Shue. Our Russian friend, Boris the Blade. Danielle Bourgeot.
Why do you keep calling him Boris?
Repeat offender from Showgirls. Damon Caro, repeat offender for Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Ghost of Mars is written and directed by John Carpenter.
Hack!
John directed Halloween. Put that in the intro. The Fog, Escape from New York, The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, They Live, Vampires, and a repeat offender from Escape from LA.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
2 writing credits on this one. John Carpenter wrote all of the shit that he wrote last week. And Larry Sulkis wrote Village of the Damned.
Uncredited, and clearly John Carpenter's friend.
Synopsis for Ghost of Mars. In 2176, a Martian police unit is sent to pick up a highly dangerous criminal at a remote mining post. Upon arrival, the cops find that the post has become a charnel house.
A what?
Charnel House.
It's like a slaughterhouse, right?
House of Bones.
What a coincidence.
Tagline: you don't stand a ghost of a chance.
Oh, God. Oh.
3 other taglines. It's their planet. We are the aliens.
Yes.
Terror is the same on any planet.
No.
Forget the rules. Abandon your fears. Save your soul.
No.
Huh?
I don't know. That one.
None of it. None of it.
What rules? They didn't abandon their fears. They were scared the whole time.
And what soul?
$28 million estimated budget. Grossed 8.7 million US, 14 million worldwide. That is a flop. Flop of Mars.
Yeah, they're really running them out of town here.
Before we jump into this movie, listen to the rest of this podcast. Ghost of Mars, I believe, is just a rental.
Yeah. I thought about there's no way I would have picked a rental, but then I remembered
You were being a dick?
Yeah, I was being a dick. Pretty much so. You know, it's awful when it backfires on yourself. In the moment, it feels good. And then later on, you're like, why the fuck did I do that? And like, oh.
Yeah, that's never happened to me.
I found myself wondering that a lot during this viewing. There's no way that Amin is pleased with his pick on this one.
No, absolutely not.
I'm going to say this. I did not think it was going to be a good movie, but I think, and I still think that it will produce a good podcast. So,
well, yeah, we're good at this.
But, you know, some movies are harder to get a good episode out of than others.
Yeah.
This one, I feel like we got some shit here.
Ghost of Mars receives 24% from the critics on 110 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, 25% from the audience on over 25,000 ratings.
Everyone's on the same page for this one.
Amin, would you like the positive or the negative reviews?
I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Let's just run through these positives real quick because there can't be that many of them.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
Eddie Harrison of FilmAuthority.com. The public didn't get it, but Ghost of Mars has great action scenes, some cool tension, and funny dialogue.
None of those. It features none of those things.
None. Nick Rogers of Midwest Film Journal. No one's favorite John Carpenter movie, least of all Carpenter, but it's much like Carpenter's Jack Burton character, amusingly cocksure in its constant clamoring, prone to the wrong place at the wrong time, similarly accidental in success it finds.
Shut the fuck up, man. The alliteration and saying Carpenter 18 times. Get the fuck out of here.
Nick Shager of Lessons of Darkness.
The Shagermeister.
Ask me about my wiener.
A rather sturdy, modernized mashup of Assault on Precinct 13 and Escape from New York.
So the other shit he did, got it.
Rob Vo of Flipside Movie Emporium.
Flipside, whole lot of
It loves being quick and dirty, and it wants you to love it too. That honesty can be hard to resist, even when the film itself starts to falter.
Dishonest reviewer.
Marty Mapes of Movie Habit.
Mapes Haps.
This motherfucker put Mayhaps in a goddamn Instagram caption. I almost just said, fuck you.
Sensei Ledoux.
Carpenter's work is recognizable as human art, but art untarnished by the sheen and polish of a global popular culture. What the fuck does that even mean?
Like a G-dog on a fly tip.
He walks his own path.
2 user reviews. User Verilil Edge D, 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
What's my man's name? The Rumble. What's his name? His actual name?
Darius Emmanuel Grouch the third.
Yeah, Darius the third.
Even though Ice Cube reduces the movie's seriousness, it's a pretty good popcorn horror. Carpenter always delivers. I guess it is time for the sequel, right?
Always.
After all, it's a Resident Evil, but on Mars.
Always delivers.
And then user Dina M, 4.5 out of 5 stars.
The lovely and talented, wickedly awesome Dina Menzel.
I love this movie, and it reminds me of Quentin Tarantino movies.
What?
Like, for example, Jackie Brown.
What?
You get all the characters' view, and it's new. Never seen anything like it. And it's been a favorite since I got it in 2003. And the music, I personally love it. And who doesn't love Ice Cube?
What?
Winky face emoticon.
So that's the opposite of the last one. Also, I'm sorry, we have to go back. Did Amin just try to do the Travolta Adele Dazeem thing?
He sure did, yeah.
But he actually said her name correctly?
Yeah.
Please welcome the wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
John J. Puccio of Movie Metropolis.
Poochie Man.
Mad Max heads for the Angry Red Planet on a pitch black night of the living dead.
Yes.
Bingo.
John Venable.
Yes, bingo.
Of supercalid.com.
Fragilistic.
A turd wrapped up in a nice bow is still a turd.
That's not a nice bow.
Jeffrey Westoff.
It's wrapped up in more turd.
Of Northwest Herald. Original movies on the Sci-Fi Channel have better production values.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Scott Weinberg of eFilmCritic.com.
Do the voice.
I'm not the type to bash a popcorn movie for not being Macbeth, but even B-movie genre fare needs to be held to some kind of standard.
He really tried to be nice about that one.
He did. Cameron Meyer of Orlando Weekly, a laughable gore fest and a leading contender for the title, Worst Film of the Year.
Cameron Meyer?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. And I saw the picture in my head of him with that vein.
Yo, Preston? Preston Myers? What's going on, man?
Oh my God. He's so excited. How is he that excited?
Sean O'Connell of Eclipse Magazine. I kept looking for the silhouettes of Joel, Tom Servo, and Crow from the dearly departed MST3K to appear in the bottom right corner of the screen.
Shout out to the legends, man. It was very much a Mystery Science Theater 3000 type movie.
William Arnold of Seattle Post-Intelligencer. Instead of Ghost of Mars, this movie should be called Ghosts of John Carpenter.
Oh,
because it's the palest possible imitation of the kind of movies he made in his better days during the 70s and 80s.
God damn, he got his ass.
And then last one, Louis B. Parks of Houston Chronicle.
Louis Binnock.
That sounds like a slur. Ghosts of Mars. Ha. More like Turkey of Mars. We'll get Amin's first note and May's first note and my first note after these messages, unless you are subscribed to that patreon.com/countthedings, in which you get ad-free episodes. So you get them notes now. Listener, what's up? Zach Harper, coming to you live from Just Making My Picks on Prize Picks, the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. For my money and your money, the easiest and most exciting way to play DFS. Again, that's daily fantasy sports. It's just you against the numbers instead of battling thousands of players, including like pros and sharks, those people that really try to game the system and screw you over. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Basketball's here, right? So check this out. This is the cool thing that I love from Prize Picks. You can now pick combo projections across football and basketball from the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that includes 2 or more players from different sports and leagues. So if you want to do like more Patrick Mahomes yards and less James Harden points, you can do that. You can do that combination. You can do any combination that they have on there. You just go to the Specials League. You want to play alongside people. Maybe you don't want to go it alone. Maybe you want to play alongside people. You can go to, I don't know, Meek Mill, Andrew Schultz. You find them in the community plays under the promos tab of the app to view entries from some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. And best of all, Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if you have the player who exits the game in the first half and does not return the second, that player is rebooted. Prize Picks, the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So I'll tell you what you do. You go to prizepicks.com/ding and use the promo code DING, D-I-N-G, for a first deposit match up to $100. Let me say that again for you. You go to prizepicks.com/ding. You use the code DING, D-I-N-G, for a first deposit match up to $100 from our friends at Prize Picks. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Amin, what is your first note?
So I watched the trailer, and I don't have much to report on it other than Keith David does the voiceover narration for the trailer.
Oh, I like that.
I got excited. I thought he'd be in the movie, but lacking alas, nope.
Oh, no.
So my actual first note is, Woman Narrator Exposition Month is back.
Maze, your first note?
This movie was called Gallowalkers of Mars. Would Zach try to file it?
Good question. Is it the same movie of Gallowalkers but on Mars?
Everything's red.
I mean,
it's Damsel Titty Thief still?
It's not that far off.
Oh, we got a Damsel Titty Thief. Don't worry.
Yes, we sure do.
We sure do.
Oh, I wish I had my bell.
You know what you need? You need the fucking kazoo for this episode.
Don't look, man. Let's get to it when we get to it. Let's not.
My first note, would you guys want to go to Mars?
No.
Really? I definitely would.
There's nothing there. What are you going to go for?
Who cares?
I do.
Go for how long? Go to live there? Go for a trip?
Yeah, if there was a colony there, would you go there?
No.
If a trip didn't take 80 years, would you go there, you know?
I'd rather just go to space.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to space.
And look around, then specifically go to Mars.
Like a day trip, right, Maze? Like you go up there, you see it like, oh shit, this is cool, and then you go back down.
Day trip? No, you got to explore.
Explore what?
Mars. 2176 AD. Thank you.
Zach is going to bust the nut for all the information being provided in these title cards.
Female narrates position month, as Amin said, for weeks. Rumors have spread across Mars from outposts to settlements, from town to town.
Zach, while you do the narration, I will read what's on the card.
Okay, great. Because we do have some text position during the narrates position.
Terraforming, 84% complete. Earth-like atmosphere. The texture, the color, the consistency, the flavor. It's definitely Earth.
Something that had been buried for centuries has just been uncovered.
The clitoris?
Jesus.
Remember when that was a thing in comedy?
Yeah.
No one can find the clitoris. I remember being young. I'm like, yeah, man, they got this weird thing. It's called clitoris. I don't know where it is. And then I started having sex and I'm like, it's right here. What the fuck are you guys been talking about?
It's like Jack McBrayer and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Off to find the mythical clitoris.
Population, 640,000.
Colonizers.
And as this mysterious force moves across the Southern Valley.
Society, matriarchal.
Women be society.
Will the matriarchy be a horseman was my question.
It leaves behind only silence and death. It doesn't leave silence because there's fucking metal music playing constantly.
Yeah.
Well, they can't hear that.
Opening credits with some very intense music as the train goes across Mars or Nevada or some shit. I don't know.
Is that a space train? You should have saved this for the space train.
Also, you missed one more text position.
What was it?
Earth law enforced by Mars police force.
Sorry, I said, man, this hack carpenter can't come up with names for shit. He's so lazy. I don't know. Just call it like Mars police force.
Yeah.
What's his obsession with police force?
Welcome to Chrysy, or welcome to CGI City. It's the first city on Mars.
That is not CGI, sir. That is finger painting. That's fucking Amy, the gorilla, sitting in her little art studio, just finger painting away.
Some kind of council's getting together. I just talked to the cartel. They're concerned that the rumors are getting out of control. They'd like to make a statement in 2 hours.
Couple of things. Number one, we have a woman president.
Really?
Yeah. Number two, anyone who puts their name in the title of your movie, you're a fucking hack. Tyler Perry's this. John Carpenter's that. Get out of here. Tarantino doesn't do it. Christopher Nolan doesn't do it. Why the fuck do you got to do it? John Carpenter, fuck out of here. Like, that's a marketing ploy. Oh, John Carpenter made this. Oh, man, I have to see it. Also, I've grown to become very suspicious about any scene that is set in a meeting room or tribunal or a council.
Yeah, of course.
Because it means a lot of exposition is coming our way.
Some of you may not know we've had another incident, and I'll give you that exposition. At 15:20 hours yesterday, a freight train, Transmariner 74 Yankee, returned from the Southern Valley on autopilot.
Excuse me, Zach. That's Transmarinaris?
Oh, sorry.
Cut to a super realistic train station.
Yep, that's definitely a train.
Let's blowtorch that door open, move in, and find that it's empty.
Initial reports indicated it was a ghost train. I said, ghost train. File.
Ghost train.
It appeared nobody was aboard until a single survivor was discovered in a rear compartment. Natasha's handcuffed to the bunk.
Lieutenant Melanie Ballard, escort police.
She's so ass on, unconscious.
Oh my God. I said she's sleeping with her ass on.
It's a real tough look for her. Let's go ahead and do this.
You remind me of a very young Jim Carrey.
Oh, righty then. What the hell are you talking about?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Who are you talking to? Somebody stop me!
No, don't do that to her.
I have to. I think she still qualifies because the whole 9 yards had just happened.
Had it?
So people still thought that she was going to make it.
Species was her shit.
It was her first movie ever.
100%. But she's mostly, I'm sure we'll do it, but I don't remember her talking a whole lot.
No, just her tits are out. That's pretty much the whole movie, yeah.
So I would say coming off the whole 9 yards, I don't know, this is Natasha Henstridge. Have you heard about this around the water cooler? Let's put her in Ghosts of Mars. More on that in the trivia.
They were assigned to transfer a prisoner from jail at Shining Canyon Mine back here to Chrysy.
Jesus Christ.
When I read the sign, First Finger Paint City of Mars, I was like, Christ. That's how they're spelling Christ. I didn't realize it was the Greek mythology version. So I thought this was like a whole Jesus Christ thing.
It probably is.
Also pronounced it like Denzel's character in Man on Fire, Creasy.
Okay. Sure.
They take her to a hospital. So there's a slice on her neck.
You talk about she had some superficial wounds. It says it gets no more superficial than that literal one tiny ass scratch on her neck.
But otherwise, good physical condition. I said, some would say great physical condition. An illegal substance was found in her system.
Tetramonochloride.
She's so ass on here.
Yeah.
She's also got a suspicious necklace.
They bring her into the council's meeting. This is not how military or law enforcement people walk.
Or dress.
She's walking like she's in a bookstore.
Zach.
She's moseying.
You're used to the patriarchy. This is a matriarchal society.
This is how the police escort service, or whatever the fuck it's called.
She's wearing a pleather jacket with a Mars Police Force patch that just got hot glued onto the shoulder minutes before she got on camera.
You don't think they invested in real leather jackets for this one? You think that's pleather?
I can't believe it's not leather.
There was better production value in the name tag that Russell Crowe wore in Virtuosity. The one he had commissioned somehow, somewhere along the lines.
Do I get a lawyer or don't police officers have rights these days?
No.
Uh-oh. Real run-on sentence. Not a good first impression.
Hold on. Did she betray the law?
You betray the law!
Also, typical cop bullshit. Even on Mars in the fucking future, they're still on that persecution complex.
Representation by counsel will be necessary. Your rights are protected by the matronage.
Yep. Matronage.
But there's no I mean.
She says, you can speak freely. I said, don't do it. It's a trap. That's how they get you. You can speak freely. It's a matronage. This is a woman's society. Oh, so you think you got it? Oh, shit. Just keep your mouth shut.
Manosphere.
She says, then I'm not being charged. And I said, notice, they never say, no, you're not being charged. They just say, sit down.
Sit down.
That's how it goes.
Discovery hearing.
Nope. That's not what she says. She says, this is an exposition hearing, and your presence is required as ranking officer.
They want her after action exposition.
What does after action report mean?
So there was action, but she wasn't there. So this is just what she was told the action was. And she's going to tell them.
My after action report is usually I go take a leak, then I grab a hand towel to pass back in case, need to clean themselves up or so whatever.
Oh, hand towel. No, you need wipes, man.
No, and then you might wet one corner of it, if that's what they like, and then you throw it over there and you said,
No.
Oh, you meant in the line of duty. Oh, my fault. Different kind of action.
The prisoners you were sent to pick up. What happened at Shining Canyon? We're going to get some Natasha's position here. Last Friday, 1750. We're slamming through a dust storm on the edge of the Southern Valley. Slamming through a dust storm?
As one does on Mars. Flashback to the train.
Wow.
74 Yankee was a ore hauler.
Whoa.
Servicing the mines in the outer sector. My squad was hitched a ride into Shining Canyon.
At first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about narration while we're watching the flashback. But then it reminded me of Carbon Copy. And I remember I liked that scene. So I said, maybe it won't be so bad.
Little did you know.
Spoiler alert.
The whole fucking movie. I had already forgotten Statham was in this.
Oh my God.
His voice made me pop.
His hair is insane.
It's trippy, man.
I do not like him with hair.
It looks like shit.
It's an awful look.
There are some people like Bruce Willis, when he still had hair, but it was thinning. It looked all right.
Yeah.
You look better bald, but you didn't look terrible despite having very thin hair and a receding hairline and everything. Jason Alexander, George Costanza. Yeah, okay, he's a balding man. He doesn't look crazy.
Right, the look works for him.
This looks fucking crazy, bro. Why were you growing it out?
It looks like hair plugs.
Yeah, it's not even really the hairline. It's the actual hair itself that sucks.
Yes.
It looks like pubic hair. It looks like someone took pubic hair shavings and then glued it to the top of his head.
He's playing cards with another guy.
Oh.
They're playing tots.
Fuck me to find the bats. You got the wheel up. What's your wager?
$5.
Lee walks in, wakes up Pam Grier. There's no reason to refer to anybody as their character names. I'm just going real names.
Pam waking up. Oh, ass on.
That's on there.
Oh my God.
You know what? I didn't write it, but I felt it.
Huge storm in the southern sector. What's the mark on it? 3,200 clicks. Should be there by 1,800. I said, is this jargon? Is jargon a horseman? What's going on?
Jargon is absolutely a horseman.
Military time. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
The train rumbles and shakes. And by that, I mean they shake the camera a little bit.
Yeah.
And Natasha is popping some pills that she hides in her necklace.
Pop the molly, I'm swing. Pop the molly, I'm swing.
She takes this pill with the subtlety of a Ninja Turtle hiding in a trench coat. Is she high and imagining rapids?
She's tripping.
What is happening?
Let's fire up this drug trip because this is a golden dumpster for me. Her necklace is like an interlocking MC Escher. There is no beginning or end symbol.
It's like one of those bullshit Celtic keychains you would buy in an airport.
It kind of looked like the markers from Timeline.
Oh,
that's right. Good call.
That they all have to push the button on to go back.
Okay, yeah.
She closed her eyes, rushing water overlaid. Now she's staring at her necklace, and it's getting real trippy, dude. The symbol emerges. It starts moving and twisting, dude.
Freaking out, man. You are freaking out, man.
Back to eyes closed, crashing waves, space, all of a sudden, real quick, and she passes out.
Melly! You high?
Fuck, Elena, it's just clear.
Bucko!
Straight in this track line before we hit the canyon. Well, you better be. This prisoner transfer is no sleepwalk. We're picking up James Williams. You mean Desolation Williams?
And this is how innocent I was when I wrote this note. Wow. This is like exposition inception. Melanie is expositioning to the council by telling them what Pam Grier is expositioning to her.
Oh, I mean.
Oh, you fool.
I was just a child.
Oh, you were so young.
You fool.
Just a child, man.
We're picking up James Williams.
You mean Desolation Williams?
I'm out. I'm done.
Desolation? Desolation Williams?
What's going on, man?
I'm not filing a movie that has a main character named Desolation Williams, okay? I don't care what happens.
Cooling his heels in a Shining Canyon jail. See, it's a Western, Zach.
The rest of this movie could be Carlo Gugino having sex with me and I would phobe this movie.
Deep solitary. Deep solitary.
What's the charge this time? Murder.
He's charged with murder 3 times, gets off every time on self-defense.
Yeah.
Sounds like he finally went psycho. Boku corpses. All mutilated. Showed up at the mine with a bizarre ass story.
I think it should be illegal to say the phrase Boku corpses. That should be able to be written and put into a movie.
It's like a Vietnam thing, right? Like, I don't think people have used that line since Vietnam in any context other than people who speak French.
Well, don't worry, because Pam's got a diverse repertoire of things that she says.
She starts stroking her arm and telling her that she needs to be straight.
Do you?
Is this tension?
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's tension.
It's confirmed by Natasha that it's tension. And I said, this is mixed signals? Or is Pam Grier playing another,
Another what?
What?
Another character like she played in Escape from LA?
What kind of character was that?
A character that was... I mean, we're trying to get this podcast canceled. I mean, why are you corralling me here?
Oh, what's that like, Amin? Never gone through that on this podcast before.
I'm as straight as they come.
Such a shame.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I'm not pulling an Amin here. Pam is absolutely hitting on Natasha.
Yes. Wait, what?
Natasha has to check the transfer schedule. Storm's making it hard to get through the tower.
We also got some exposition that Jericho, which is Statham's name, is a new guy, but not a rookie. The other two are rookies.
They were hoping we'd get a good, solid woman we could count on.
Because it's the matriarchy, guys.
Yeah.
Who's this guy giving coffee with his ass on? 3 sugars and 2 whites.
Bob Carradine and Peter Jason, a.k.a. John Carpenter's friends.
What an unnecessary line of introsposition. Here's your coffee, Mr. McSims. Just the way you like it. I'm like, who gives a fuck? Just to let us know that this dude's name is McSims?
And to establish the power dynamic between these two men who ride the train all day and all night.
Pam wants everyone to check the equipment. They'll be there in 40.
Statham couldn't help but notice the charming little scene with the Queen Bey.
The Queen Bey.
B-movie?
You know what the J in Jericho stands for?
Horny.
Horny.
Look at this pic I just said. He's got an island of hair all of a sudden. That's not in the first pic. Where'd that island come from?
You're seeing it from above. It looks completely different.
Where'd that island come from?
It's more of a peninsula.
It's like Escape from LA. There's an earthquake that separated his fucking hair from the rest of his hair. You know how the service is, Sergeant. She figures if I want to make captain, I'll have to pay the price.
Yeah.
Women, they're just like us.
Yeah, there you go. See, it has nothing to do with the patriarchy.
Uh-oh.
It's just power dynamics.
Supercharge that.
Okay.
Thing is, I don't give a damn about wearing another bar.
Yeah, it could be that. Or maybe she just has good taste in women.
Sergeant, you're seriously out of line. He is making the dumbest fucking flirtatious face right now.
Hey, man.
I'd hate to spoil my record.
Spoil my record. Time for Pam to deliver the rallying speech to get everybody together.
She knows they think they're pretty tough hombres, so now we've crossed over.
Hombres.
Boku hombres on this squad.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it is a Western.
I want you all jack ready and double tough.
My note, Amin is always jack ready.
And double tough.
Double tug or double tough?
Oh, it doesn't take more than 2 tugs.
The train arrives and I ask the question, is the train ass on?
The train is absolutely ass on. Are you kidding me?
I think it might be a front runner. I'm not buying this shit at all.
I don't believe for 1 second that that's a real train.
No.
And by the way, this is the best of it. It gets worse later on somehow.
You know how bad this train has to be for me to think Natasha's doing kind of a good job.
Doug.
Yeah, every time she stands next to the train, it's really working out for her.
You know what? Lock me in. Train ass on.
At one point, I apologized to Natasha.
Wow.
That's how fucking...
You apologize to woman.
Did the matronage make you do that?
Are there Martian aliens or just humans who grew up on Mars?
So they need 30 minutes to get the prisoner. They can't get the yard master on the radio. Pam says, rookies, use your breathers. Not going to have air like on Earth for 10 more years.
They're wearing safety glasses from middle school science class.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, you can't even pop for some Oakleys? You kidding me? An M frame with clear lenses, $120.
You still got them Oakleys?
Can't do that? 5 of those? Fuck out of here.
Did you see the train?
Exposition that they were using full face breathers 2 years ago. Takes about a month to get over the headaches out here.
All this exposition about life on Mars. Get the fuck out of here. It doesn't come in. They take the time to explain things that just don't factor in at all in the story.
The place is a dump.
First time in the boonies, rookie.
Always cold. Can't get a decent shower. They don't tell you that a 1-year contract here equals 2 years Earth time.
Yeah, whatever.
Read the fine print. Fine print 20 CB?
Well, no.
But no one's reading contracts anymore, right?
There's still fine print.
Can it be fine print on a screen?
Terms and conditions is what it is now.
Yes, terms and conditions, but that's different than fine print.
Yes, that's 21st century, ma'am.
Exactly.
But Zach, this isn't 21st century, ma'am. This is 22nd century matriarchy. So maybe fine print came back.
That's a good point. Well, we know shitty box TVs came back.
Fuck me. Oh my God. We'll get to
That's the height of technology.
Let's not speed it up.
Too soon.
Also, I know I'm way ahead on this. Does Jason Statham ever shoot a fucking gun in this movie, or does he just use it like a baseball bat?
Come on, man.
Swinging like Ed.
Come on, man. Hold on, guys.
They come to a halt, wonder where everybody is on Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night the place should be packed. I mean, a whole 12 hours before sunup, and there's money to burn, whores to fuck, and drugs to take. Instead, we got a graveyard.
Is this a flashback within a flashback?
Yes!
What are we seeing here?
Menage, I know.
In this fake scenario of the flashback within the flashback, the place packed.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 12 people milling about.
Yeah, Friday night. Blue Dolphin burned down.
on his ass. Work with his brothers.
Pam's going to check it at the Rec Fac.
What the fuck does that?
Recreation facility.
I'm glad you got that, because I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck that means and never got to an answer. I thought it was a slur. We're going to go fuck up some rec facts.
Oh, whoa.
Are you kidding me?
Yo, may supercharge that. No one's calling anyone an RF, Zach.
No. That's gone too far.
She's going to send Natasha and Statham to jail so they get some time for some chit-chat.
Time for some Statham exposition. Where are you before Crazy?
The president's daughter? Oh, no, sorry. Wrong movie, guys.
The Oz end of the universe. Fatal camp full work amnesty cutthroat.
Sounds nasty, but you seem to be holding together all right.
What you say is nothing. Our numerous hidden talents. Shave your fucking head. Use that as a talent.
I've used that line before.
He's laying the game on thick.
It's a good line.
There are a lot of comparisons between Amin and Jericho.
Need some help with that? You're persistent, aren't you? I changed a few minds in my time, and I was like, same note too, bro.
Not many of us breeders around. I'd hate to miss a chance to give it a go.
You think they're going to return to that plot point and give us some...
No. I can't imagine that would be the case.
Okay.
She rolls her eyes with her ass on.
The size of the hair island on top of his head has shrunk. It's changing before our eyes.
They go in the prison. Nobody's home.
She calls out for anybody. They look around. Statham gets on the PA. She looks at security monitors, which are just mini box TVs from 1989.
It's like they went to fucking Jack Palance's headquarters to get these.
There's some trivia that John Carpenter called Ice Cube the Cubester, which makes me think of the Frankster.
Yeah. So she sees the Cubester just sitting on a bench.
Hello, Mr. Williams.
Hello, Oprah.
What, do you want me to pop the lock and ask the prisoners?
What do you mean, pop the lock? That's a level 8 security door.
Got a mystical way with locks and mechanical objects. There isn't a machine on Mars that doesn't love me.
They're going to check with the commander. He wonders what she does for fun. Are you a gambler?
She's short time.
Short round?
Believes in saving her money. Yeah, for drugs.
Pop the molly, I'm swing. Pop the molly, I'm swing.
Don't worry about that. I was going to do it for free.
Maybe I'd sleep with you if you're the last man on Earth, but we're not on Earth.
Oh!
Banter?
Got his ass.
Tough girl talk?
I did not know how to classify that. I was lost.
Or since it's the matriarchy, is it tough lady talk, TLT?
Tough gal talk.
Tough gal talk, yeah, TGT.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they see lights flashing in a building, voltage overload most likely. They walk in. It's a murder factory.
It's a fuck house.
It's a charnel house. Blood everywhere, no heads on anybody. All these bodies are hanging upside down. She finds an arm sticking out. It's been severed. She says, "This is not making me happy."
Yeah.
What?
That was really sociopathic.
Yeah.
This is not making me happy.
It's a narcissistic, sociopathic way to react to finding a severed arm in a charnel house.
Yeah.
They go outside. Statham and the rookie almost shoot each other.
Rec Fac's a slaughterhouse.
Supercharge that. I already forgot we were in a flashback because we cut back to the council.
Same note too, bro. I said, oh yeah, this was a flashback.
Almost every time we go back to the council, I'm like, oh, right.
But why?
I don't know.
This is going to get real fucking annoying real fast.
What, the flashbacks?
Because she clarifies that he used the word slaughterhouse, and Natasha didn't see it herself. So now we're going to get their perspective, even though she wasn't there.
I'm sorry. You're on a team of 5 or 6 people here to pick up a prisoner. You find out while you're looking for all these people, half of your team found a slaughterhouse. You're a cop. You're not going to go look and see what the fuck's going on?
Nah.
It's 9 paces away.
Not worth it.
Also, how do you need a clarification on the word slaughterhouse. That seems pretty self-explanatory.
Charnel house.
If I said, hey, Amin, I walked into this party and it was a slaughterhouse, you wouldn't have been like, oh, cool, laser tag?
That doesn't make me happy, Zach.
I knew you'd say that.
Wait, we just got a replay of the flashback from a different angle.
Yep. Let's see it again.
What the fuck?
What?
Let's pick it up. Let's redo it.
If this is Natasha's story and account, why are we now seeing a perspective she wasn't involved in? And specifically, she didn't see it all.
There might be some holes in this story. So Pam and the rookies see a bunch of wire, nails, and silverware mobiles.
There's some hanging sharp objects.
These Martians sure have a lot of time for arts and crafts.
They're always doing crafts.
One of the quote-unquote sharp objects is a bottle opener.
Well, yeah, but it's sharp.
It's real sharp.
Real sharp. You knew I liked that fucking bottle opener.
Once they open the doors, there's 8 bodies hanging upside down.
Leah's frozen.
And Pam yells, Bashira!
Oh, I said, Pam says Bashira the same way May says Mateo.
Bashira! Bashira!
They can't reach the train on the radio. Natasha asked Statham on the lock. He said he could unlock. He says, I don't know. This thing was made to stay locked.
God damn it.
I like that answer. And Williams is still locked up? What do you mean? Williams was arrested on suspicion of murdering 6 rail workers and a payroll courier.
They were found hung and decapitated, just like the bodies in the rec vac.
Oh, how'd they pin that on desolation? He showed up there with the courier's payroll. Cashier realized it was a stolen script. They made the arrest.
Gotta be a day log here somewhere.
Fighter of the night log.
They checked the sergeant's desk last night. The mine called a work stoppage. Winds were gusting up to 60 knots.
What?
Statham hacks the door.
They walk through the hall with the cells.
This prisoner, fully ass on.
So they keep giving us little shots of Bashira, and I'm like, okay, you might have to supercharge this one.
Uh-oh.
Is Bashira on the spectrum?
What?
She just has this checked out look all the time.
She's traumatized. She's a rookie.
She's a rookie.
She's not built for this.
Either that or I think Pam has been molesting Bashira.
Oh.
Well, she's already established this. She does this to her.
Mm-hmm.
She pushes up on them.
Uh-huh.
Fresh meat.
So it's one or the other, right?
One or the other. No in between.
It's not a
combination.
No.
I like when Maze throws it off the glass to himself.
It's his Cobra formula.
It is.
This ass-on prisoner. We haven't had a meal or a piss break in 6 hours. Sounds like she's been recording Cinephobe.
Her ass is on, but also them titties is on too.
I couldn't say that she was ass on because the guy behind her,
oh my God,
the laziest throwing his hands up in disgust I've ever seen. That guy's so ass on. They open the cells, do a roll call. There's a woman who showed up last night, checked herself in.
A real nice introsposition gambit, by the way. Let's just do roll call.
Yeah.
So that everyone knows everyone's name.
Her name is Whitlock. She's got a fedora.
Yep.
She's there because it's the only safe place at the moment. She wants to go back to sleep. Who is she? Dr. Arlene Whitlock, the Spec 6 science officer in charge of the mining operation at Drucker's Ridge.
That's not what she says. She says, Dr. Arlene Whitlock, I'm the Spec 6 science officer in charge of some extra exposition. Would you like a flashback?
Oh.
Don't mind if I do.
I was hoping to find out how she got there. Weather balloon, she modified.
Cut to the balloon.
We see a random shot of a picture of a weather balloon moving along a painting of Mars.
That's generous.
They do this weird thing where they fade back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, we said the flashback. Oh, no, we're back here. No, we're back flashbacking. And by the way, all of this, remember, is happening within the context of a greater flashback that is being told to the woman president.
Really?
Well, remember, that Natasha Henstridge is a drug addict.
Oh.
So her brain is a little fucked up.
Pop the molly, I'm swing. Pop the molly, I'm swing.
There was a riot at this place. The place was destroyed.
She was adrift for several days. Ran out of food.
The shot of her in the weather balloon is the exact same as the hang gliding in Escape from LA.
Yeah.
John Carpenter has one move with shit in the air. That's it.
Put it in front of a green screen.
They show us the crash 6 times.
Storm forced her too low. She hit a windmill and crashed. And yeah, that fucking thing exploded.
It's like the Hindenburg.
Then she ended up here.
It was a hydrogen? Like, what? Why is...
Oh, clip Terrence Howard.
You know, I was born Terrence Deshaun Howard. I've become an actor. You know, I've been nominated for Oscars and Golden Globes and SAG Awards, but those weren't the things that really moved me. As a child, I studied chemical engineering at Pratt Institute, was there for 2 years until I saw that there was an inconsistency with the math there. And so I went out to explore a new way of understanding how the universe works, and I was able to define the grand unified field equation they've been looking for and put it into geometry. And then with that geometry, I was able to put props on that. And what I'm saying is now we have invented a new form of flight that I would like to bring here to Uganda to replace the drones, to replace the helicopters, to replace the planes. We have all the funding necessary. What we need is just a fertile ground in which to build this. Now, this is the geometry of hydrogen. Of hydrogen. Hydrogen. This is the proton itself. So any bond that hydrogen can make, our linchpins are able to make. So we're talking about unlimited bonding, unlimited predictable structures, supersymmetry.
Time for Statham and Natasha to question Ice Cube.
Oh, man.
Williams, do you know what's going on outside?
Ice Cube loved those thick sideburns, man. That wasn't just for this role. He was walking around with them thick sideburns forever, man.
Forever.
Ice Cube looking real strung out and depressed in his cell.
Also, he was silent for like 2 seconds when she repeated herself. That's a real quick bail on her question. She's like, this asshole doesn't know anything either.
Yeah.
And he turns around, looks her up and down.
Slowly.
Itches his face with his middle finger.
Got her ass.
Statham says,
"You got some balls calling and my soul to his face.
Balls.
That's Desolation Williams." Well, it's a good thing they haven't hyped him up enough.
Heard he took out 6 people and they caught him.
Yeah, and this is 8 inches. Holds up her fingers, making a teeny tiny.
You men love to exaggerate, Jericho. Matriarchy.
For once in this movie, Statham isn't horny, and rather than just exist in this space where he's actually talking about work, she decides to bring it back towards the horny space. This is all her fault.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's all right because it's the matriarchy.
That was some impressive maneuvering by you right there.
What you guys don't understand is
misogyny.
No, it's not, because the reality has switched sides.
No, I'm saying from you, not from them.
No, I'm explaining. It's not me. It's never me.
It's the bitch police officer.
Exactly. He says, in my case, it's a bit different. Perhaps a connoisseur like yourself would appreciate what I have to offer. And I said, got her ass.
Because he is well hung.
They walk in on Clee with their gun drawn on a door.
Rhythmic thumping is the caption.
Mm-hmm.
Is that door where they put Bugsy Calhoun in Harlem Nights?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking door. They open the door with a full crew there and a real disturbing woman falls out.
Oh, nice screen wipe, though.
She looks like shit.
This bingo.
There's a heroin addict who doesn't know what to do with her hands.
She's doing martial arts hands, and she has fallen vision.
Same note, too.
It's changed its name a lot in my notes. It started as
Really?
heroin vision.
Oh.
And
No.
it turns out to be a little more than heroin.
Yeah, just a bit.
Maze, I said she's high as a kite. That heroin must be slapping on Mars.
I keep forgetting we're in a flashback because we're back to the council.
It's almost like she was possessed.
Oh, some kind of force inside her. Rookies took her to a storage room. She and Pam went outside to look for others. Tasha thought Whitlock was lying. Tell me again about Williams.
She wants some more Desolation's position.
Caught him with money. He said he didn't kill anybody.
This is a sweet leather duster on Pam, by the way.
Oh, I like it, yeah.
They come across a Mars rover with hazard lights blinking because someone was kind enough to double park this thing.
You have to, yeah.
You gotta let them know.
Hazard lights made it all the way to the 22nd century, man.
But cards didn't.
No.
Like regular playing cards, the Queen of Diamonds and shit, that shit doesn't exist.
5 of bats.
5 of bats.
What a dumb fucking thing. That's what they came up with.
John Carpenter's card deck, dude.
I hate him so much.
How long was that session in the writing room? That cannot be.
No, it's not that long. He has a deck of cards like that. Come on. He's John Carpenter.
Some guy inside pops up in the window screaming with a weapon. Natasha calls Jericho.
Heroin vision again.
Oh,
fallen vision.
This guy is ass off.
His forehead vein is going nuts.
Pam shoots open the door.
Guy doesn't want them to open the door and let the stank out.
Something runs behind her. Who goes there? Who goes there? Who the fuck talks like that?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's 20 CB.
20 CB? That's 19th century.
Halt! Who goes there?
That's what you say as someone fucking rides up to a goddamn fort.
Avast! Knife guy says, can't fight it.
No.
It's in me.
He cuts his own throat.
Yeah.
Natasha can't find Pam. Statham shows up. Natasha tells him to open it. He needs a torch in half an hour.
Oh my God. This guy is the Horseman is Jason Statham opening doors.
He asks what happened, and she says he committed suicide. He said something like stay away. But when she says it, she proceeds to have a flashback to something that just happened
5 seconds ago
within her flashback.
Yeah.
This, what the fuck, man?
Wait, even though he cut his throat, we're still getting heroin vision? Maybe it's not heroin vision.
As Amin said, heroin might just be that good.
Even after you die, you're still looking high.
Statham wonders if the man was contagious, tells her to go back to the rookies. He'll find Pam. Let's get the hell out. Fallen vision. Natasha walks in. Cube has Clee with a knife to her throat.
And he's making a strong impression right away.
Drop the weapon before I cut this dyke bitch head off.
I laughed.
He's scowling way too much here.
No, that's the appropriate amount of scowling.
No, I just sent you a picture.
That's appropriate.
Way too much.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
The fuck happened?
Sure, let him out for some food.
Let me guess, you unshackled him.
Same note too. How do you two bingos? How does that happen?
She says, I can't let you take the rookie. Take me.
You ain't slick, fucking Natasha.
She shows her guns, puts them down. She tells Toscano drop his gun. Cube mimics her. He puts it down. Cube makes the swap. Relax, you're going to get what you want. I know I'm going to get everything I want. Let's go. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Natasha disarms him, hits him, and he says, Damn girl, I like you already, as he holds his jaw. And then the most basic punch knocks her out.
Punches the camera.
She didn't see that coming?
No.
Another recurring theme in this thing is, hey, do I have any sort of battle advantage? Let me do away with it immediately.
Yeah.
I've disarmed this dude. I got him off his wits or whatever. Should I then pick up my gun and try to fuck him up? Nope.
Yeah.
Just to stand still and stare at him.
She wakes up with an itty bitty blood stain in her nose. Desolation left out of the airlock. Descanso saw him go into the clinic. Let me guess. He's got your shotgun.
Couldn't help it. He was too fast. No, you're just a dumb fuck rookie.
And when he's too fast, I thought it was Ice Cube was like, oh my God, what's that right there? What? Oh, damn. Got his ass.
Natasha's going to flush him out. Tells him to shoot to kill.
She is horribly clearing corners.
More arts and crafts. Another heroin addict tripping over his hands.
Are those fingers in a jar up there?
Yep, same note too. Now we've got a girl with bloody metal on her face, snarling.
Yeah.
No.
Hissing?
These gross zombies or whatever the fuck they are, man.
Oh, is this ghost vision? What is this vision?
Some patient tries to axe Natasha from behind. She dodges it. She starts fighting her and disarming her. And film noir.
What did the patient try to ask her?
No. Like hit her with an axe.
I know. That's a joke.
Yeah. But I'm white, so why would I get that? That's the joke.
No.
Film noir! Ice Cube joins to help Natasha.
Yep.
Points a gun at her. Now what? Other patient attacks Cube. Natasha shoots her. How the hell that happened? Let's go. Wait a minute. Looks like you're coming with me now. You see what's going on out there? You know I didn't kill nobody. I said move it. I ain't going nowhere. I just saved your life. You should let me go. And I saved yours. Looks like we're even. Holy fuck.
Not great banter and back and forth.
In an alternate reality where there aren't flashbacks every 5 minutes, the tally of who saved whose life would be a horseman.
This is like watching two people play tennis without a ball or a racket.
Just standing at the net.
Yeah.
Looking at each other.
With their hands. Ha!
Yes.
Behind the back. Oh, I went between my legs.
Fallen vision starts floating around but misses the closing door. So it can't go through doors?
Yeah.
Did it just leave the dead guy's body? The fuck is happening, man? Some good heroin.
Now he's handcuffed in the cell again. Natasha has a question.
If he's so innocent, how come they found all that stolen flash on him?
Stolen flash? Did they mean cash and she just fucked it up and they said, we got it?
I thought it was like Dan Flashes.
He just had a bunch of shirts with complicated patterns.
Yeah.
I didn't say I was innocent. I said I didn't kill nobody. She asked exactly what happened at K305. Cube doesn't know.
Flashback.
But we're getting another flashback Russian nesting doll.
Oh my God! There's another doll in here. Hi, look at this. There's a doll in here. Yeah, look at this thing here. Oh my God, there's another one. Look at this. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's
I did.
awesome.
It's a Russian nesting doll. You want to have a seat when you
That's
start the meeting?
incredible. Look at that little doll. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Yeah.
It keeps going. It keeps going. There's more. There's more dolls in here.
No, they
Look at
call
that.
them nesting dolls.
Did you know
wanna sit
that?
down? We
No,
start
but they
the
keep
meeting?
going.
Another flashback. Fuck my life.
We have a leather duster.
Changing trains from Camp Sinai. Had time to get something to eat. And he aggressively and angrily cocks a shotgun, goes in biting the shit out of his bottom lip, finds everyone dead and hanging upside down. He finds a backpack full of money.
Is Tina Fey on the money?
Yeah, it looks like President Tina Fey because it is a matriarchy.
Oh, you know what it is, Zach? It's probably Tina Fey as Sarah Palin.
Oh, I bet that's what it is. You're right.
The matronage.
He would have done the same thing. That's where you're wrong. She says, I'm a cop, not a crook.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
It's a thin line between a cop and a crook these days. You think it's a big difference between you and me? About 5 bank accounts, 3 ounces, and 2 vehicles. You just got the woman behind your bullshit.
And I said, oh, that's 22nd century matriarchy right there, because instead of the man, it's the woman now. See, Zach, this is a very empowering movie, according to John Carpenter. It's like, look, I created a whole universe where women are in charge and the lexicon has changed.
Look at you. You look high right now.
Pop the molly, I'm swing. Pop the molly, I'm swing.
Now, what do you think tipped him off that she might be high?
Looking like Charlie Murphy in Harlem Nights.
She's kind of ass off here as someone who's high.
I was distracted because she's got the scratch on her neck. I thought that would be more significant.
Yes, you got it when he held her hostage for those 3 seconds or whatever.
Yep.
We get some more. I saved your life, saved mine. Her job is to bring him back. She walks out of the cell. He gets mad. So it's going to be real complicated. You can believe that shit. I ain't going back. Back to the council. That's where we're going.
Inquisitor asks about her commanding officer. I can only report what Jericho told me later.
Whoa, what a clever way to work around it, huh?
So now we're circling back to do the flashback from Jericho's perspective again. The structure of this movie is dumb as shit. Guys, I've got some bad news.
What?
I know we've boarded this plane, but we've got a mechanical issue here, and we're going to be stuck on the tarmac until we can get it fixed.
I'll be honest, I completely forgot about plot liftoff.
Oh, I didn't. I blew up the airport.
Oh,
Jesus.
Wow. Like Congo.
Supercharge that. I don't want to get on a list.
No, it'll be me somehow.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Keep it in.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. He's calling out for Pam. Sees someone running with a blade in a head. There are heads on pikes out on the ground.
Just got to say it. This woman has cheeks. I was impressed. I was like, oh.
This freak is screaming, puts the head on a pike, going nuts, securing to the ground.
Awkward pierced titties, full knife blades going through fake cheek skin
on her face.
Jericho is not satisfied. He runs up for a closer look and he sees all the decapitated heads.
Statham is world class at the what the entire fuck face.
What is this?
Why does he have Urkel glasses on?
He's like, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
He looks just like Jeep. Tell me that's not Jeep.
It's not Jeep.
What?
It's not Jeep, man.
It's the exact same person.
Which one is Lucas Black?
Come on.
The stupid one. Jeep.
Oh my God, Jeep.
Then he climbs up on a ridge overlooking a crowd doing aerobics. And looking down over them is a jacked Marilyn Manson / The Crow / Sting the Wrestler.
Yep. Same note too.
I got Undertaker.
Undertaker?
Is that not him?
No, it's Sting.
It's Sting who stole his makeup from The Crow. Gotta love this speaking Martian language caption.
What does that mean?
Maze, you have to clip this motherfucker's quote unquote speech. I fucking lost it. Shades of goddamn Waterboy. Peter Dante.
Does this woman have a bra made out of human hands?
She does.
Severed hands.
I thought it was someone grabbing her titties.
So did I. I thought we were getting like an orgy.
And there's Damsel Titty Thief of Mars.
The best.
That's her.
Maze, go ahead in that spreadsheet and put me down for Golden Dumpster. Lock it in. This speech by my man. I could not stop laughing. And up until this point, I've just been really annoyed with this movie. You know, making my notes with the air of, man, fuck this shit. Why did I pick this movie? Da-da-da. And that dude started talking and I fucking guffawed. It was incredible.
I swear to God, if you try to file this movie based on that Martian language.
Buckle up.
Is now a good time to mention that his name is Big Daddy Mars?
No way. No way.
BDM?
When is that said? When he goes,
he just said it right now. It was in Martian, though.
Yeah. I'm Big Daddy Mars.
Come on.
That's how he sounds, man.
As usual, lots of leather, face paint, and piercings.
Weak ass Mad Max shit.
He decapitates someone, they all hoot and holler. Hoot and hollering month is back.
Lots of hoot and holler.
It's a confusing montage.
Lots of grunting. He's decapitating another person.
Lots of fades.
So many fades.
Shot of him against the sky. Oh, he's got a very heavily pierced chest and a big ass sword.
Statham runs away like a bitch.
And then Sting decapitates another guy just because he wants to get decapitation in the mix for Horseman.
Calls for Natasha near the heads. Maybe not go there. Maybe find better cover.
We got a situation here.
You think?
There's a decapitation festival and you're calling it a Jersey Shore nickname.
Jericho, can you read? And I said, I'll bet he can't. Radio goes static.
But his message came through that the commander's dead and the miners have gone insane.
Natasha's now interrogating Whitlock and there's tension.
Jason Whitlock?
The hell's going on out there?
She's laughing. Don't bullshit me.
We get such a dumb fucking attempt at science here.
Oh, begrudging jargon exposition. Fine. I'm a Sector 6 science officer. I guess I can give you some exposition.
Why was she holding on to this info?
I don't know. Clip it or don't. Who cares?
In semi-arid regions on Earth, there are certain organisms that live in small pools that are formed by the annual rains. When the pools dry up, those organisms can't live, but they don't die either. They go dormant below the surface, away from the hot sun until the next rain cycle begins. Then they reemerge. I think something like that's happening here. The camera slowly pans towards a door handle that starts turning.
I don't know why. I found it to be very funny. Maybe I was in a good mood because of my man.
Big Daddy Mars really changed your life, huh?
He did, man. He did. That's changed my outlook.
Big Daddy Mars changed me, and I know that he can change you too.
Please stop saying Big Daddy Mars.
I won't.
Please stop saying Big Daddy Mars.
I will not.
I'll Venmo you $20 right now if you stop.
Wow.
That's the worst name we've ever had on Cinephobe.
Wait, Squints?
Not even in this movie, dog. Desolation Williams? Jericho Butler?
She doesn't understand. Shocker.
Whatever used to live here, we woke it up. It takes us, okay?
We're takers, gents. That's what we do for a living. We take.
I'm talking about a kind of possession.
Toscano interrupts. Whitlock walks toward the door. Martial arts hands heroin addict jumps and attacks her.
Yeah. It reminded me of last episode Kurt Russell when he turned his back and then he tried to jump and he realized that they were holograms. Yeah. Paws up.
Clee tries to taser, gets hit. Natasha starts shooting her, but never in the head. Fallen vision leaves the body.
And now this fucking demon spirit, whatever it is so indecisive.
Mm-hmm. A bad picker.
No, hurt. No.
What was that, Zach?
A bad picker.
No.
Pick up?
God damn it.
Flagpole sitta? It ends up choosing the male prisoner.
The worst one.
The weakest guy.
Guy in jail.
The least interesting person. It goes in its ear.
Fuck what you heard.
That's what you're hearing. Jericho's calling Natasha on the radio. He wants her to open the door for him. He's got 3 people. They've got suitcases.
Who the fuck are these guys?
He says that 200 freaks are going to come down and kick their ass.
Another flashback. God fucking damn it.
He found them in the mining shed, and now we've got a replay of Jericho radioing about the situation. 3 guys grab him and pull him into a shed, and that easily confuses the Pierce folk.
They're coming over the ridge, and they don't notice this short, fat, bald man waddling away, and then he gets to the door, and he starts kicking it loud. Bang, bang. But none of them see or hear any of this shit.
Not all of our listeners watch the movie, right? Sometimes they never watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Amin described the scene pretty well, but he gave this impression that, as they're coming over the ridge, they're 10 feet apart.
Yes.
The ridge and the shed are 10 feet apart.
They're right behind
You
them.
could spit on it from where they are.
In their mouth.
It's not that they made so much noise. It's that all you had to do was, I don't know, turn your head a little to the left.
Who the fuck are these clowns? What are they all sparked up about?
Sparked up about?
I kind of liked it. I don't know.
Used to be miners. That's with an E, Maze.
Well,
and everybody in this place lost their mind running around chopping people's heads off.
Now these bros have a flashback.
Oh my God.
Inside Jericho's flashback.
What the fuck?
Inside Natasha's flashback. We've done it.
Yep.
Flashbackception.
If you're keeping score at home, that is our 3rd level of flashback now.
They're watching from the same ridge where Jericho was. How are we going to sneak in on a shift change if they knock off early for the night? Then they see a shitty red haze come down. And they get the fuck out of there and hide till the storm is over.
One big fart just descended on this valley.
One big fart from someone who eats beets.
A heavy fart.
The CGI is something to behold.
What G? There's no G.
They didn't generate.
No.
Computer image.
Yeah, it's just a computer image.
You know, it might have been a fax, honestly, at this point. Timeline got fucked up. Then they come back to look. They thought everybody was dead. Everybody starts getting up. They walked around like they were confused or lost. A few of them seemed okay. They was trying to help the others.
This motherfucker Trace, I need Trace to die immediately.
Then they started changing.
No.
They act different, stand different, start cutting themselves for decoration, filing their teeth, making weapons.
Killing the ones who hadn't changed.
Some self-piercing B-roll.
This part, by the way, reminded me of Scarface in Halfbaked when he's explaining what Samson's women did. Giving Indian burns.
Cutting on people's faces off, wearing them for masks.
What?
And this is Gallo Walker skin suits.
You lads got a weapon? These Babadooks have wrenches.
They don't have real weapons, just...
Tools, duct tape, zip ties, and gloves. I have to have my tools.
Zach, is this not Gallo Walkers at this point? People who can't die and wear skin suits and they're out in the West?
Well, they're not in the West.
West Mars.
West Mars?
Yeah.
South Central Mars University.
Oh, shout out to Amy Wong.
There's not enough titty thief in this. Like, I know we had one, but it's not enough titty thief to be Gallo Walkers.
Okay.
But there's some similar vibes there. Only cops can have guns. Exposition?
Yeah.
There's some detonators in those cases over there. How do they work? You need dynamite to use them.
Great.
Star swipe.
Circular wipe. Natasha wants to take their prisoner back to the train. And what prisoner would that be? Well, that doesn't concern you. If it's Desolation Williams whipping off their baggy clothes to reveal guns.
And film noir.
Film noir. They do have weapons.
They got guns.
It concerns me very much. Cobra formula.
Oh.
They make the cops drop their weapons. Jericho is pissed he got tricked.
They offer up zero resistance. Mars fucking police force says,
It's only cops have guns, eh? You fucking pricks. We lied.
Lewis Pinnock Award, ladies and gentlemen.
Lock it in.
Dwayne Davis mocking Statham's accent.
Lock it in for Dwayne Davis.
Well, it's either Dwayne Davis or Big Daddy Mars. Martian caption.
No, please stop saying that.
What, Big Daddy Mars?
Please stop.
Him saying, we lied, reminded me of Will Smith in Men in Black.
Yes, say no.
Saying, no. Which is a real asshole move.
Hold on. Why are there British voices in fucking Mars in 2167?
Well, imagine if they'd gotten Jeep up there too.
Or Gertie.
Oh,
whoa.
Mars.
Natasha dares Uno to kill her instead of getting Williams. No problem. Statham tells him to stop fucking about. Let Williams out.
Give me one good reason. I just gave you 200 good reasons. Probably outside right now. It doesn't matter that Williams is wanted for murder. It doesn't matter that this is a lot of scumbags. What matters right now is that we stick together to get out of here, all of us. And Dwayne Davis is not happy.
2. Okay, now you can say it. Because that's how long he fucking waited to say it. Who you calling scumbag, motherfucker?
Quit with all your fucking stall and take us to Williams.
Maze, you got to clip this from The Simpsons.
Hey, don't yell at Homer. Just because he's a little slow.
Something was said. Not good. What was it? Don't yell at Homer! No, that's okay. What was it? Slow? They called you slow! How dare you call me that?
It's nighttime. He's in the kitchen.
Hey, homie, you still here? Boy, you are slow.
Something said, not good.
Get the hell out of here.
A fucking moment of silence.
Cube is elated to see everybody. I'll be goddamned. Woo! Finally!
Town done went crazy. We had to improvise. You like it? I love it.
Him going woo reminded me of Catherine Hahn's woo. Yup.
They bark at Natasha to unlock his cuffs.
What are you, pigs on a fucking break? Free him up. Natasha walks up the keys. He knew she'd let him go.
I knew you'd do that.
Cube and Lobo Sebastian do the weirdest fucking dap hug I've ever seen.
Mars dap.
This is the dumbest, laziest writing in Cinephobe history.
Oh my God.
We got more complex storytelling in goddamn Kangaroo Jack a Day USA.
These fucking bingos got the four of themselves locked in a cell because Natasha just walks out and hits the door lock button.
This is like arguing the call after a layup and then they get a fast break on the other direction.
A very delayed reaction by them. Like, hey!
Super delayed.
Well, we know that Uno's reaction time is subpar.
It's the Flint Tropics celebrating as the Spurs go back down the court.
Yeah.
Wayne pulls the gun on Natasha, says, bitch, you better open this door.
I don't think so.
You don't open the door, I'm going to blow your head off.
Then your asses will never get out. You'll be found, probably tied upside down with your heads cut off.
Now tell your dogs to quit barking so we can talk.
What?
Tough gal talk.
Cube punches Uno in the dick. She says they need to stick together. She opens the door. They'll stand by her command.
You and your boys. And I said, that sounds racist.
Did sound a little... yeah.
More racist than your dogs?
You and your boys.
Yeah.
Cube's response is, I never give my word. And I was like, I gotta work that one in the repertoire.
That's not a bad policy.
That's fucking fire, right?
Yeah.
So then she says, I never make deals with criminals. So he's like, all right, we'll do it. And Uno says, you're gonna make a deal with the co-ops?
What kind of a deal? Cube says, give her his weapon. Everybody give it up. Why do they barn door wipe to the opening of the door?
To the same scene.
It's 3 seconds later.
Well, they do this shit all the time where they do a fade to 2 seconds later in the same scene. It's horrible editing.
Well, introduce us to your friends.
These my compadres. Uno, dos, and tres.
Fuck me running. What hack? What hack writing? Uno, dos, tres?
The rest of the gang, cuatro, cinco, and seis, didn't make it.
Yeah.
Uno must be the nice one.
You got that right, Butchie. I'm not as nice as Desolation. And I'll cut your fucking titties off.
Who's in charge here?
She immediately hits him in the throat. Puts him in an armhole.
Catherine Hahn.
Just one more drink! I'll cut off your tits with a knife, you bitch!
You better let go of my arm. She puts pressure on his shoulder. Who's in charge here? You. Shit. She lets him go.
Who sent you?
Now Uno's mad at Dos for just standing there watching.
Yeah, the matronage strikes again. Trace in the back, covering his mouth, trying not to laugh.
He says, why don't you get me a beer killer?
Now they need more deputies. So they deputize the other prisoners.
Yep.
Consider this a martial law situation.
Including the titties. Titties got deputized. Deputies.
No.
Okay. It's worth a try.
Sasha sees the infected prisoner clawing his own face on the bench. Asked when it started a few minutes ago.
When they walk into the room to start arming themselves, the camera's an overhead shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I didn't think Statham's hair could look any worse than it already did.
Oh, it looks awful.
But that overhead, holy fuck, man.
Lots of guns cocking. And Dos is doing a whip it?
Yep.
The fuck? It's a laugher.
Black market breather.
15% nitrous mix.
It gets you high. Does you Brian the Swiss cheese?
I just noticed that Dos has a Hitler stash in line with the Travolta fruit roll-up from Swordfish.
Oh, shit.
You only see facial hair like that on Mars in 2176, baby.
Yep. It's 22nd century.
Dos is also ass off giggling right now. Statham shows the case of detonators. Cube says it would help if they had dynamite, but they make a pretty good bang. Descano? Yeah.
Descanso.
Whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Juan
Toscano Anderson says, put them in food cans. We can make hand grenades. And Natasha, the leader of all this, says, you've got 10 minutes to create makeshift hand grenades, 10 minutes to create some explosives.
Out of canned beets, canned peas, and shit like that, which, by the way, good to see in the 22CM, we're still doing that. Canned food.
Dos is flirting with the female prisoner during the process and getting high.
Accouche.
This was a very strong Golden Dumpster nominee for me.
Oh, yeah.
This is so funny.
My live note-taking. Oh, this dumbass is going to cut off his thumb trying to impress these tits. And then he cut off the thumb, and I said, see? Cube says, that's what you get, dumbass. And I said, same note too, Cube.
This motherfucker will not stop hitting whippets.
You are about to battle a fuckload, hundreds of Mad Max minors.
With an E.
Your man just lost his thumb.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking shit to him?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I did, so not even in it.
Now he's trembling, still doing whippets. Natasha goes over the plan. They need to get 50 meters to the train. Okay, seems really straightforward.
That's not that far.
No.
Is the train here? We're just going to assume the train's out there? That's the plan?
Well, it said it'd be there at 2200.
She's awful.
Oh.
She's an awful leader.
Horrendous.
Well, she certainly makes up for it by giving a lot of orders.
Anyone have a question? Dwayne has a question. Cube says, put your hand down. I laughed. Nothing on the cameras outside. It's all clear. This is the worst formation I've ever seen trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
Dose is now deep-throating his whippet.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to town.
They go outside and stand around. Hey, bro, I don't see no motherfucking train.
Hey, lady, we don't see no train.
Why did they stay inside? It was the safest place.
I don't know.
Massive explosion behind them. That's the mine office.
Shut up, nerd.
Looks like they're tearing the whole town apart, building by building.
I got so mad.
Did the old man just get taken down with a fucking hubcap?
Yeah.
Watch out.
Hurricane heist?
Hurricane heist returns.
They're moving around. We see all of these freaks on the thing, brandishing weapons, and this dumb bitch says, hold your fire. I said, hold your fire. Hang tough. What are you doing? And so then they CGI this discus. They knock the old man down. And do these motherfuckers, like, no soldier left behind? Fuck no, you're dead.
No.
Done. Just leave him back there.
You're out.
He's cut.
I gotta admit, when I saw fucking hubcaps on Mars flying through the air, killing people, I said, all right, maybe.
Okay.
Spears and hubcaps are flying by them, but they're flying by these people parallel to the ground, I don't know, 2 feet off the ground, which, if they're being thrown from the roof, I don't understand the physics here.
It's Mars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to get Whitlock to come back and give you some Sector 6 exposition on how this works?
Jason Whitlock?
They make it to the train station. It's still not there. She tries to radio. Plan A is fucked up. You got a plan B?
Absolutely not.
Because I'm not trying to get you pregnant.
$50.
Yeah, it's the same as plan A. You got any fresh ideas?
Tough gal talk?
Yeah, what we should have done in the first place.
And he starts running into the fray.
Yo.
2 guns blazing.
Upright. Ice-T in 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Same note too. Come on, you mindless motherfuckers.
Heavy guitar riff. I
don't understand his pants.
His whole outfit is nuts, dude.
They're camo pants, but because he's on Mars, they're red.
The red camo, you're right.
Ramo.
Opera.
This is what I don't get. You're fighting a militia of people with handheld weapons, right? Spears and discs that they throw in.
Discus.
Why would you close the gap when you're the one with guns?
Because he's tough.
Why are you running towards them?
You want to know why? I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because he's Desolation fucking Williams.
Yeah. Desolation. How do you think he got that name?
This bingo dose drops a makeshift hand grenade, starts crawling for it. It blows up in front of him.
Yeah.
He goes flying forward.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Was he off a trebuchet?
Trebuchet month is back.
Cube tells Natasha, second time I saved your life. I'm not sure that he did that there.
She says, yeah, run a tab.
Banter?
Yeah.
Ass on.
Everyone dying in the background is dying with their ass fully on, by the way.
This action more or less sucks. Random slow motion. Natasha gets a roundhouse kick in there. We get ghost vision when a body dies. It flies into Uno. He drops to a knee. Cube maybe realizes what happened?
Sort of, yeah, but just walks away.
Yeah.
Incoherent shouting from the ridge. A whole bunch more guys hoot and holler. We get a close-up of Big Daddy Mars's titty meat.
No, please stop saying that.
Statham is out here just fucking Louisville sluggering everything in sight.
Ran out of ammo real quick.
How? They barely shot anybody.
Juan Descanso Anderson tries to help Trace, who got stabbed with a spear. And a fucking hubcap slices his forearm in half, and he yells, I'm a monster!
A loose seal goes flying by.
Now he gets his head taken off.
Yep.
Golden dumpster.
Pop that shit off like a grape.
Oh, shit.
Back to the fucking hearing.
I forgot we're in a hearing.
We came back just for her to deliver one line about, and then we hid inside. And then we're back into it.
Yeah.
Why did we need that?
We didn't.
I don't know.
We didn't need any of it, ever. Pick a different format for your fucking movie.
I feel like, we should start our stories where they begin, not start them where they get interested. Get out.
Back to the prison. Natasha wants him to radio for the train. Trace dies with his ass on. Asks where Desolation's brother is. Oh, God. Dead. Uno was your brother? Yeah.
And then what happens? Nothing.
Nothing.
End of scene.
Yep.
That's it.
Big Daddy Mars is leading his horde, roaring and raising his sword up.
Maze, I figured out what Big Daddy Mars sounds like.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
And I'd like you to clip it. He sounds like the Family Guy episode with Helen Keller. Basically, Helen Keller was faking it. She's like, I want to get wrecked by a townie. And then the teacher walks up and she just goes,
Supercharge that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do any of that.
No.
I mean, you're just getting more and more offensive.
No. No.
Wait, you can't clip Helen Keller?
No.
Why not?
Do you watch the fucking news?
It's Helen Keller. No one cares about Helen Keller anymore.
Yep, that's making it better.
All right, Marilyn Manson.
Wait.
Oh,
if you're not going to clip it, then I just got to play it for you guys at the very least, man.
This is a mean soundboard technology.
I've seen it.
You know what? I don't care that you have. She waves her arms around. Fucking. And then when the teacher walks away, she just goes double middle fingers.
All right. Marilyn Manson, lots of chanting, lots of gathering. That's it.
You guys are not fun, man. You used to be fun.
Yeah, you're right.
We're not fun?
You used to be fun, man.
Yeah, we used to be fun. Before you picked this piece of shit movie.
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, I said pick a.
More fireballs erupting in the back as they chant, "Who?"
Natasha Whitlock are observing the infected prisoner.
Whatever's inside of him has waited a long time to get out.
You don't know that.
I didn't understand their design, how they move, but it's gotta be the wind. Yeah.
Where are you getting this information from?
Apparently she knew it all along.
The wind takes them, and then once their hosts die, they just drift along the railroad tracks from town to town.
The railroad?
Human to human.
What, are they getting facts from town to town?
Ghost vision. What a perfect creation. Tension?
Vengeance on anything or anyone that tries to lay claim to their planet. What?
Hey, guys, I think I've got a way that she can explain this to us so it gets a little bit more clear.
Did you get goosebumps and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up too, Amin?
Well, when I got that flashback, I just knew. Whoa.
Section 740. Scientifically significant find at Trucker's Ridge.
It's just a fucking tunnel.
Massive explosion and rock collapse.
This tunnel was not built by man. And you would think, oh, so it's like 17 miles wide or something like that. Nope. Regular human-sized tunnel. It looks exactly like it was made by man.
My favorite is 740 applies to any number of things found on Mars. A biological organism, an indication of water, things like that. So 2 things?
Yep.
2 fucking things?
After we dynamited the mountain. Dynamited?
Dynamite? Dynamite?
They find a big circle with a horizontal strip covered in hieroglyphics.
They walk into the fucking Stargate.
Touches it, it collapses into sand.
Oh, well, is it real sand or is it CGI sand?
I still contend there's no G. Just CI.
When the red smoke cloud comes whooshing out, smoke fills the screen, flashback over. It was me.
She's very ass on the way she gets scared.
I opened Pandora's box. I let him out.
Train is 3 clicks away. Jargon. Tracks are blocked. They're working on getting it through. Prisoner tries to grab Clee. Statham found a back area and a rover. Maybe they can make a run for it. Natasha says they wait. There are explosions. There are cheers. Cube says the train better hurry up. Then he tries to comfort Natasha. Uh-oh. Says she did good. It's a fucked up situation.
Her sitting down, all stressed out, extremely ass on.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I never put too much faith in cops, but you did all right.
You trust me?
Hell no. I like that.
Doesn't understand him at all. The only one looking out for me is me. Doesn't that bother you? Nothing bothers me.
I swear to God, if we get a fucking flashback to his childhood here.
I stopped worrying a long time ago. Don't you believe in anything? I believe in staying alive. But for what? Stick around. I might let you know one day. When? When the tide is high and the water's rising in the deep blue sea.
Cleese just stared at the prisoner. Natasha goes to Statham. He's checking her out. This motherfucker.
Oh,
this is my golden dumpster.
Which part, though?
He tells her, this secure area. Good door. Good sturdy door. Closes it behind him. She says, what's your point? He says, it's rather cozy, don't you think?
Rather cozy.
He's trying to fuck right now?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't believe this. You lured me back here to seduce me?
That might be our last chance.
He used to be such an ugly motherfucker. Look at that big shirt.
Okay, maybe that is Jade.
Well, the way things are going, I thought this might be our last chance to dance. She says, yeah.
Out of nowhere, she's down.
Walks up and kisses him. That worked.
Same note too, bro. All caps.
Golden dumpster. Lock it in.
No. Here's my golden dumpster, Zach, because they're interrupted by gunshots and Statham is pissed.
Same.
That's the same picture.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Oh,
shit. I have been there before where the cock block happens. It's like,
Oh,
motherfucker, what are you doing?
The cock block by gunfire.
And for no reason, Cleve murdered the prisoner.
He looked at her wrong.
Fuck him, whoever the fuck he is. Fallen Vision. Just went to Natasha.
And they're debating what they should do. And they're like, we got to get her out of here because, you know, she's not safe. And Statham is fighting hard. Like, whoa, hold on now.
Whoa.
I've been waiting to fuck her forever. I'm not about to give this shit up that quick.
Whitlock says there's nothing they can do. Cube lost a brother in this. Yeah, 10 minutes ago, Cube.
Yeah. And you seemed not affected by it.
We never saw what happened to his brother.
We didn't.
I thought he was going to have to like put him down or something. Like, nope.
They carry her to that back area like the tropics carry Jackie Moon.
Do they carry her out or do they carry Ghost Vision?
Well, they carry both.
The camera. They carry the camera.
They are not supporting her neck.
It's completely wide open out there. There are no ghost Martians anywhere to be seen. Cube stole her necklace at some point.
Yep.
I stole it. That's what he says. I stole it.
That's how black people talk, Zach. I don't know if you know that.
What?
That's how black people talk. John Carpenter knows that black people don't say correct grammatical.
It reminded me of Legion when I was a shorty.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's a stash. This will mess with anything in there.
And then he drugs her up.
Pop the molly, I'm swing. Pop the molly, I'm swing.
He took her to an abandoned location and drugged her up and laid her on the ground.
On voyage, Mel.
Later on the ground, drugs her up. Did you notice after he pops up?
Rubs her lips.
Yes, yes.
With his thumb. With his dirty, disgusting, fucking stubby thumb.
There was no practical purpose for him other than he's going to go sniff it later.
Yeah.
There's no other reason for him to touch her face beyond dropping that pill in there.
Now she's sweating.
Now she's coming or she's convulsing or something.
Eyes rolling back in her head.
She's surprisingly ass off here, though.
That's where I said I owe you an apology.
She's killing this scene.
We see visions of the red dust fog, a flag bobbing, some kind of ugly fish.
So there are Martians.
Is that a fish?
Is this Lord of the Rings?
Oh, yeah, like the orcs and shit?
Yeah.
Now we see Big Daddy Mars standing in front of thousands. Tasha's eyes fluttering big time.
She's coming hard, man.
Horde.
More big fish thing, fish man. Then the symbol for her necklace lifts up again. We see waves crashing.
It's the tsunami from the last episode of Cinephobe. You guys are unsurfable.
No, I will not.
She sits up and fucking spits out the ghost.
Pukes it out.
Vomited out the Martian mist like a...
Whoop. Oh, I'd supercharge that one for you. It's me looking out for you, buddy.
Back to the hearing.
Yeah.
I was aware of having thoughts or
feelings like a 14-year-old.
Memories like I'd been invaded by something and it was trying to take me over. Something inside of me wouldn't let that other thing take over and I fought it.
Oh, boy.
Didn't know where I was at first. And then it hit me. I was outside alone, unarmed.
She bangs on the door to get back in. There's barbed wire file on the roof. We hear metal music.
You know what that means?
Freaks. Mad Max.
Fighting. Someone's going to fight now.
Just one guy, though.
Yeah. He was wandering by himself. Went to go find somewhere quiet to jerk off and ran into her.
He kicks the fuck out of his knee like she's Bolo Young.
She's dodging in slow motion, kicks him in the face.
She grabs his sword.
Fade to her tying a cable around it, and then she uses it as a grappling hook to climb over the wall really crudely.
That could not have been easier to get over.
No, it was completely unnecessary.
Alarm goes off. They see her on the camera saying, "Let me in." Looks like her to me.
Her speaking English is good enough for Jericho.
He's ready to fuck.
That nigga doesn't need much convincing. He's just like, yep, she's good. And she says, "It's a me, Mario."
Says the tide's getting high. Ah, callback to what Ice Cube said earlier, the Cubester.
They open the door with guns drawn on her. Is it you? Yes, it's me. That's it. They're good.
She's not convincing. I got a glimpse of the Martians, of their minds, of what they want. What? Did you? Fish? Is that what they want? Overlay of Big Daddy Mars yelling on top of burning barrels.
Please stop saying that.
No!
They won't rest short of the destruction of any invading species. Ah, she said it.
As far as they're concerned, we are the invaders.
Yeah, of course you are.
That was the tagline.
Clee says something's kicking out there.
Yep.
What? They're getting in position. They made a battering ram.
It's a rover with a stick in it.
Oh my God. This shit.
It's a rover with a slightly oversized, you know, those things that hold the ropes that extend and stuff for like airports or lines.
Yep.
It's just one of those sticking out the front of this Rover.
Yeah.
Cube gets some tactical redundancy about getting possessed.
If one of y'all get possessed, why not just get high?
Pop the molly, I'm swing. Pop the molly, I'm swing.
She's like, that's my shit. She's not sharing her shit.
She's like way ahead of you.
God damn it. This bitch is stingy, man. Mayes, clip walk hard.
Fuck you, Dewey! Yeah, fuck you, Dewey. In 20 years, not once have you thrown a woman my way. You don't think we like cheating on our wives, too? And you never once paid for drugs. Not once. You pay that chimp more than you pay us. I had to borrow from the chimp to get a mortgage on my house. And those stupid Siamese glass cats you get us every year for Christmas. I don't want any more Siamese glass cats.
The Siamese cat is a symbol of nobility in ancient Egypt.
Fuck nobility. Fuck ancient Egypt. Fuck cats. And you never paid for drugs. Not once. You slept with my wife. You slept with me too, and I've had confused feelings about that for 10 years now. And you never once paid for drugs. Not once.
They could not have had an easier time knocking that door down.
I don't know what's more ass on, the train or the door.
And they come.
They're also climbing up the exterior of the building.
So it's Cube and Natasha and then Clee and Statham, and they're just swapping who shoots while the other reloads.
Taking turns.
Fallen vision is everywhere.
We do get Cube saying, here we go.
40 times.
40 times.
40 times.
This feels endless.
More ass on deaths. More rock and roll.
Did Marilyn Manson just drop in from the roof?
Big Daddy Mars dropped through the ceiling like Judge Dredd.
Please stop saying that.
I'm beginning to realize the whole matriarchy thing is totally irrelevant and not explored at all.
At all.
Well, she's in charge.
The whole time I was waiting for the big scene reveal or whatever.
Sure.
And as I looked at how much time was left, I was like, oh yeah, it's completely irrelevant to the story. Down to men are still chauvinistic. And women still have to deal with fucking lecherous come-ons.
Cube is using his machine gun as a bat.
Yep.
Natasha sets Marilyn Manson on fire by shooting a tank near him.
Now they're in a hallway, more chaotic fighting, more guitar riffs.
It is the worst combat I've ever seen in Cinephobe history.
If you really want to dig into this, watch this scene and watch all of the stuntmen.
Just waiting
for their cue, waiting to get knocked out, waiting to throw a bad punch. It's awful. And then Big Daddy Mars comes out. Now he's a little bit burned, but super pissed. He's roaring.
Lee climbs up a tower, sees the train. They get to the train.
It's a two-dimensional train.
What the fuck is this Thomas the Train Set looking at shit? It's a toy. They didn't even bother to try to shoot it, such a way that like the perspective makes it look real. Nope, it's a toy train.
Super ass on.
They head out on the Rover as the freaks run outside. There's a terrible shot from inside the Rover.
This thing is going 13 miles an hour. It's like Antonio Banderas and Ballistic, X vs. Ever riding that motorcycle.
They're escaping in a golf cart.
Yeah.
And as they're going down the street, I love how all these maniacs who are willing to give their lives and stab themselves in the face, whatever, gingerly get out of the way of the golf cart. Don't want to get run over by this thing that's moving at 10 miles an hour.
Fires are erupting left and right. Once the Rover passes them, the horde starts shuffling their feet and walking so goddamn slow.
They make it out of there. There's 20 minutes left in this movie.
Yeah. Well, Zach.
Little did I know.
Yeah.
Natasha says to go back. Train conductor says no way. She says, I'm giving you an order. He says, I don't care. Answer's no.
Yeah.
Patriarchy.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh.
Exactly. Like, where's the matriarchy? It's non-existent. Nobody gives a fuck about her.
We've got a chance here. We've got a chance to stop this thing before it gets any further. My question was, do you?
I don't think you do.
This is about one thing. Dominion. It's not their planet anymore.
What about him? Isn't it our job to take him back?
Is he still a prisoner or is he one of us?
I can give a damn about saving this planet. Seems like it's been after me since the day I was born. If I'm gonna die fighting, not running.
This plan sucks dick. Also, didn't they get to Mars on spaceships? Can't they just carpet bomb this shit?
No.
Why is there a train?
Because it's a Western. Space Western.
Yeah.
Why did they just fly there in a fucking spaceship, not in a hot air balloon? God damn it.
If we blew up the nuclear power station, what would happen? I mean, there'd be a big explosion, right?
Are you seriously fucking asking if there would be a big explosion if you blew up a nuclear Power station? What?
Captain Science says, well, not unless you retract the control rods and expose the core.
Wrong.
Then you'd have a small atomic bomb going boom.
Jason Whitlock.
Ice Cube leaning, trying to look cool in his sleeveless shirt with black gloves on.
Oh my God. He needed to do way more curls to pull this look off.
The Cubester.
It's probably the best shape he's ever been in, by the way. That's the crazy thing.
He has Larry the Cable Guy arms right now.
No.
Blow out a radius of a mile, maybe 2. Would it kill them? Certainly destroy their human host, but as for them, hell, I don't know.
Great.
Now the train is backing up, looking even more ass on.
The train in reverse. Holy fuck.
This train?
Fucking ass on.
Lock it in. Go ahead.
Hey guys, we're back at the council.
Oh, this line, dude. The plan was simple. The only problem with the plan is that it didn't work. Shut the fuck up.
The plan was awful.
It's a terrible plan.
More guitar riffs. She's watching in binoculars. Jericho's doing what he does best, hacking a door.
Natasha isn't doing shit, by the way.
No.
She's just watching.
Ass on reactions. Jericho and Whitlock start flipping switches and shit. They got dynamite at some point, even though they needed it earlier and didn't have it.
Marilyn Manson smells her.
Big Daddy Mars, eye contact.
Please stop saying that. Cube is throwing bombs like Uncle Rico throws a football.
Oh my God.
Oh.
The form on this shit is
Slinging the side on.
I could throw a detonator a quarter mile. Think I could throw a detonator over that mountain over there.
Man, I could have won state.
Coach should just put me in. I could have beat Big Daddy Mars.
So much running and throwing bombs and shooting guns and no physics.
Even the train guys are getting in on this.
Oh shit, the train conductor is throwing bombs too.
I also like how all the maniacs are up against the train, gingerly tapping it with their efforts, like tap, 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 tap.
Mm-hmm.
That's not doing anything.
Fallen Vision goes into Whitlock. Oh shit, the conductor's dead.
We don't see Whitlock again, right?
No.
I don't think so.
That's it. She gets possessed, doesn't come back.
Yep.
I've seen Statham swing a gun like a bat or a sword more than I've seen him shoot it in this fucking movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I wonder if he knows that if you shoot a gun, bullets. Oh, holy shit, Clee's head just got capped off.
Oh, me and I are in sync right now, dude.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Amin and I have the same picture both times.
Natasha gets clipped in the leg with a hubcap.
We got Natasha getting her Achilles sliced, and her fall is so ass on.
It's so funny.
She starts staggering before it even cuts her leg. Then she goes down real slow.
You gotta be kidding me.
She goes down like Tobias doing his, oh my God, we're having a fire. Sail.
We have hand-to-hand combat. They swarm Statham, take him down.
Yeah.
The coffee guy gets his jugular sliced with a flying hubcap.
Frisbee time.
There is an outrageous number of hubcaps on Mars.
Yeah.
And they're sharp.
Cube gets the train going. Natasha says speed up.
You got to watch out for hop-ons.
Gotta get some hop-ons. Same note too.
In this situation, including Big Daddy Mars.
Watch out for bridges and hop-ons. You're gonna get some hop-ons.
Cube says to stay here. Keep it Charlie's Angels full throttle. What are you gonna do? Lighten our load.
I've done that a time or two.
Tough guy talk. Cube goes to look for dynamite in the other car.
Mm-hmm.
She hears a metal screeching.
But then, Zach, some rock and roll music starts playing. Is there a fight that's about to happen or something?
Here's the thing. I mean, when rock and roll music plays,
Uh-huh.
there's fighting.
Oh, there you
There's
go.
freaks and they're fighting.
They come with a soundtrack.
They sure do. The same song over and over.
It sounds like a fake-ass AC/DC, by the way.
It sure does. Yeah.
Natasha opens the side door, gets ambushed. Now they're both fighting. It's a double fight.
Yeah.
And Cube, in his sleeveless outfit with red camo pants, beating Big Daddy Mars in a fight is the Sean Astin Digging a Pool Award for this movie.
Yes.
He would get cooked by this dude.
But hold on. Do you remember that he's Desolation Williams?
So man, even the name alone is not carrying him in this fight.
We've got dueling duels. They're just showing the two fighting two bad guys.
We can get through this because I've got some great notes to end
All
this.
right, he releases the car, blows it up.
See you later, you big motherfucker.
Unbelievably bad CI because Zach says there's no G.
There's no G.
For this explosion.
The nuclear power plant blows. Now they're on autopilot.
Autopilot from the beginning of the movie. Remember?
Cube is stitching up her leg, says they should have done this hours ago.
Quiet Cube is very ass on.
Yeah.
When he's loud and energetic, I'm with it. But as soon as he's whispering to her, I'm like, this is very ass on.
The shot from space of the nuclear power plant blowing up looks like a fried egg. Sunny side up.
Yeah.
It does.
I'm hungry now.
She says you do that like a pro.
Yeah.
My brother been through a lot of battles ever since we was kids.
We got to go quieter, Zach, and more ass on.
I never thought I'd go to war with someone like you.
There it is.
I know when you get to Crisis, you'll tell those people that I helped you and I wasn't the cause of all this mess. Because I know they're looking for somebody to blame.
Natasha's going to tell her superiors about this, quote, fucked up planet.
Yeah.
She's convinced they'll drop the charges. He couldn't get the stitch perfect. There might be a scar. I'm getting a collection.
He pretends he's going to get her a blanket. He's holding her hand, and then he handcuffs her to the bunk.
All right, so I said,
yeah, here comes Amin's now.
Is he gonna try to do the move where you take her hand and
move,
and then you put it on your cock?
Oh yeah.
And then he says, "This is where I get off," and I said, "Woo!"
Yeah, that was not a good way to end that conversation. She draws a gun on him. I can't let you walk. What you gonna do? Fucking shoot me? She sighs and puts the gun down. Look, there's nowhere to run.
What are you gonna do? Stab me? Man, they got stabbed.
Anywhere is better than hell. Catch you later.
What?
Smell you later.
They smile at each other. Yeah, right.
Two weird smiles.
Yeah.
Did she get turned on?
Yes, she did. Because when he's like, "This is where I get off," she had a look on her like, "What are you talking about?"
And then now it turns out that she might have been lying about these flashbacks the entire time.
Yeah.
The councilwoman says, "That's all you have to tell us." That's all.
You just went through an hour and a half.
It's 100 minutes of this shit.
Tell her to get some rest. She's dismissed. Is our statement to the cartel going to be that Mars is being overrun by ghosts? She kind of said it.
Who the fuck is the cartel? I don't remember this plot point.
Oh, it's in the sequel.
They mentioned it at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, shit.
The cartel at the beginning of the movie.
Unmemorable.
Red smoke and dust fills the screen. We see it drifting over the hills into Creasy. Tasha's having a bad dream in the hospital.
Lost my fucking shit at this ending.
Here's a PA announcement about a security breach. Level 10 emergency. Now she's getting dressed. She's staring at the door. And desolation bursts through. Tosses her a chrome gun.
The Uday Hussein. Fucking chrome plated.
Tied us up.
Time to stay alive. Wink.
If you ever want to come to the other side, you'd make a hell of a crook.
You'd make a hell of a cop.
You make a hell of a whoop.
Nah.
Let's just kick some ass.
It's what we do best.
Did this motherfucker end the movie breaking the fourth wall?
Yes.
Why?
Back to back Carpenter fourth wall breaks.
Why the fuck would you do this? Why the fuck would this be the end of the movie?
Because what we do best.
What is that doing?
Setting up Ghosts of Mars 2.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
The matronage.
This is the point where I said, you know what? I thought Amin was wrong about this John Carpenter, but maybe he's got something here.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
I still like Big Trouble in Little China and They Live, two of my favorite movies from the 80s. But the rest of that shit,
I'm telling you.
The fucking audacity to set up a sequel.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
Ooh. One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
No. Trivia is sacrosanct to us. In a 2011 interview, John Carpenter stated he was intentionally trying to make Ghosts of Mars as over-the-top and tongue-in-cheek as possible.
Fuck you.
He claimed...
You fucking hack.
He was trying to make a mindless and silly yet highly entertaining and thrilling action flick where the universe allows its characters and plot points to be silly without being full-fledged comedies akin to 80s movies like Commando, Rambo First Blood Part 2, and Predator. Looking back on the film and its criticism, he stated he was frustrated that most people thought the film was meant to be a serious horror movie and feels that he should have made the film more openly comedic and, quote, in on the joke, saying, quote, it's called Ghosts of Mars for Christ's sake. Why would people take this movie seriously?
What?
It's the biggest fuck you hack explanation ever.
Carpenter revealed that he had become burnt out after he had made this film and made the decision of leaving Hollywood for good. It would not be until 9 years later that he made a full feature film, which was The Ward in 2010.
And that one was terrible also. Statham was originally supposed to play Desolation until they managed to sign on Ice Cube, who was a much bigger name at the time.
Yeah.
And Ice Cube said, I don't like that movie. I'm a big fan of John Carpenter. The only reason I did it was because John Carpenter directed it, but they really didn't have the money to pull the special effects off. Zach, can you remind me what the budget was for this shit?
I believe it was $28 million.
$28 fucking million, and they made that? What'd they spend it on?
That was from a 2006 interview with Hustler. And he finished it off by saying it was a movie that should have been done in 1979. 20 CB.
This movie was filmed entirely at night.
Which is a John Carpenter staple. Natasha Henstridge asked Carpenter why because there's a DVD commentary that they did together, and he responded, quote, "I'm a night human being, and one of the things I've always hated is getting up in the morning."
You're a night human being.
A night man, if you will.
The relationship between John Carpenter and Natasha is fucking insane, right? So John Carpenter said that Natasha Henstridge downplayed some of the flashback framing sequences, and she replied that he should have directed her better, and he responded, quote, "There's a basketball game on TV and I want to get out of there."
What?
I got Allman Brothers tickets, man. I got to get out of here. Yeah?
Courtney Love was the original choice to play.
Yes.
Love left the project after her boyfriend's ex-wife ran over her foot in her car while she was training for the picture.
Yep.
Oh.
That really happened. I read the news stories about that incident. But the fact that Natasha Henstridge stepped in to replace Courtney Love really cements that next Jane Carey status.
Yep.
She was suggested by her then fiance, Liam Waite, who was Descanso, and was able to join the cast just a week before production began.
Liam can wait.
She found the experience to be very harrowing. Due to the heavily physical nature of the role and the difficult working conditions, they had to shut down production for a week when she fell ill from exhaustion. What are those working conditions, you wonder? Much of the location shooting was done on a gypsum mine near Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know you can say that.
The gypsum was almost pure white, was sprayed with a biodegradable red food dye to give the appearance of a Martian landscape.
The opening features a model train that they, quote, try to make look less like a model, but it still looks just like a model. Apparently, it fooled Natasha Henstridge, though.
What?
Yep.
No.
Michelle Yeoh, Franca Potente, and Famke Janssen were the first choices for the role of Lieutenant Melanie Ballard, but they all turned it down. The prosthetics that the main bad guy, that's Big Daddy Mars, wears were rather too large for his mouth and resulted in most of the, quote, ghost speak only having the A vowel sound.
Jesus.
It has been consistently rumored that the script was originally written as a sequel to the Escape movies, but in a 2022 interview with Fandom, John Carpenter said, "No, but that's a good story. I like that."
Hey, Zach, you know how you noticed that Ice Cube broke the fourth wall?
Yeah.
In that last scene?
Uh-huh.
John Carpenter loves how both Ice Cube and Natasha Henstridge add a small touch to their final frame. Cube looks directly into the camera as he passes, and Henstridge jerks her head while cocking her gun. He liked it.
I don't like it.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Oh, well, hold on, man. You following me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Lewis Pinnock Accent Award. It's Dwayne Davis mocking Statham's accent.
100%.
Or Big Daddy Mars with the speaking Martian language caption.
No.
Dwayne Davis.
Dwayne Davis. Please stop saying Big Daddy Mars.
Oh, well, we're not going to get out of the rest of the awards without me saying it a couple more times. I'm sorry.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen. Decapitation / hubcap frisbees.
No.
Makes a pretty strong push. Jericho opening doors.
No.
You know, it's a recurring theme. It's flashbacks. And it's flashbacks within the flashbacks. And then there's a flashback within the flashback within the flashback.
Disagree. It's not flashbacks. It's flashback in a flashback, specifically.
I'll take that. This is one of the most pronounced Horsemen I think we've ever done.
For sure.
It is unequivocally flashbacks within flashbacks. The third level one was the one. That's the Vince McMahon meme, right?
Yeah, Galaxy Brain.
Yeah.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on, fuck it, ass off. Ass on, fuck it, ass off.
Michael Biehn Memorial Ass On Award.
The Train.
Yeah?
Yes.
A lot of people are nominated.
Really, really poor performances all around.
Here's the deal. Everyone has a moment where it's like, all right, you kind of brought it there. The Train does not. Every fucking time I see The Train.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. I mean, I threw Jason Statham out here, but his hair really hurts his case. I think it's Richard Citrone as Big Daddy Mars.
Oh, please stop saying that. Oh my God.
I like how you're more offended by me saying his credited name than whatever the fuck Amin's been doing this whole movie.
Cancer, though, and AIDS and famine are just not really subjects for comedy.
Well, how does he get away with it then?
We don't know.
Ass off, huh?
You got any other options, Zach?
No, I abstain.
I give it to Statham, man.
Really?
Statham brought it, man.
Over our guy?
It's because he's horny.
What? Oh, yeah, pretty much. I got to stand with my brother.
In this matronage, we men have to stick together, is what you're saying.
Oh, that's right.
Jason Statham is Jericho Butler.
Welcome to Cinephobe, buddy.
You're good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
It fits you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees. Natasha's tetra-monochloride drug trip. Big Daddy Mars speaking Martian language caption as he yells at the crowd. The bra made out of severed hands. Dose chopping his thumb off after doing whippets. Statham mad at getting cock blocked by a gunshot. And Clea Duvall decapitated by a frisbee saw.
Mine is that worked, Jericho?
This might be our last chance. I wish I could do a Statham voice. Seems like a fun voice to do.
Jason Statham. Yeah, I don't know. It's real cockneyed, right?
Yeah.
Cogneyed.
Yeah, something like that.
No, that's
something like that. Something like that.
You got to add British to it.
Yeah. In it. Something like that. In it. There you go.
Oh my God. No, not there you go.
And I mean, you locked in.
Lock it in.
A long time ago, right?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Man, I am gonna go with Clea Duvall getting decapitated by a frisbee saw.
God, that was great.
Because decapitation needs to be honored in some way for this movie.
Well, I mean,
we never learned whether she was molested or just on the spectrum.
Jesus Christ.
How about neither?
Supercharge that?
Daddy, explain it.
I mean, you picked it, motherfucker.
I sure did, man. Hey.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Over file.
Look, I don't like John Carpenter, man. I don't like his movies. I think he's overrated. I think he's a hack. I think putting your name on the fucking title of the movie is a hack move. This movie was all just one big flashback within a flashback. Everyone was ass on, but they got beat by a train. By the way, we forgot the nomination for the fucking golf cart. Ass on as a battering ram, ass on as an escape vehicle as well. But I got so much joy.
You don't like it.
I got so much joy.
You don't like it.
Out of hearing that motherfucker talk. It changed my whole... Motherfucker, it's a phobe, man. Fuck out of here. You think I'm gonna file some John Carpenter bullshit? Fuck out of here. I wish I had two guns and I could just shoot these mindless motherfuckers right here too.
Maze?
You two are trying to kill me.
What?
I don't know what's going on. We hit 200 and I thought we were doing good. And we've done Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2, and Ghosts of Mars. It's a phobe, guys. I hated this.
We did Assassins also.
We did Assassins. We did Escape from LA.
My picks.
Escape from LA was trash as well.
Put me in a better position to pick, and I'll pick. I had to pick off Timeline.
Timeline was saved by Paul Walker's slide tackle. Otherwise, that was a real piece of shit too. Okay?
Saved.
Kick, save, and a butte.
Slide tackle at a butte. Zach?
I phobed this shit like 3 hours ago.
Sweep it, boys.
It's a lot of red.
Make sure you're sending us your phobe profile, your golden dumpster, ass on, ass off. Louis Pinnock, 5 Horsemen, Plot Liftoff, at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobe Pod, at Count the Dings, or leave them in that Discord, patreon.com/Count the Dings.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
We need a palette.
My pick?
No, dipshit.
My pick?
Mine. My pick.
Feels like a long time since my pick.
Yeah, it feels like fucking ages since mine.
Maybe like, let's see, 150 years in the future, roughly.
All right, we need a palette cleanser, okay?
We sure do.
We need something good.
Yeah.
We need something very entertaining. We need something with a couple of old friends. A couple of tried and true old friends of Cinephobe. And so I'm using my man, Dwayne Davis.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to take your ass to the 1992 Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren, Universal Soldier.
I knew you'd say that.
It's on Prime or Paramount or some shit. I don't know. I just know we don't have to rent it and it's a fucking file. And this opens us up to get to Universal Soldier 2, The Return, with that strip club scene so that they can use the internet.